Okay. Your High Court order, Mr. O'Sullivan, so you go to court, you say that you're being harassed by the South African Police Services, I'll assume. And you, I'm sure amongst your prayers, you ask for 48 hours notification before an arrest. Is my understanding correct in terms of what you asked the court for? I mean, I think I'm struggling to understand why a court would grant a citizen such unprecedented, in my view, leeway to say the cops cannot touch you in any matter in perpetuity. You must be given 48 hours notice. Could you take us through how that would have come about?
Sure. Chairman, this is a very simple one to explain. This took place in September. The application was launched in September 2016. Now, prior to September 2016, I had received multiple breaches of my constitutional rights by dirty cops being directed by various parties, and those parties included the then head of DPCI, Major General Mhlukumeza, the Gauteng head of DPCI, Major General Mokotedi, and the acting chief of police, General Pashlani. Now, in my affidavit, I set out chapter and verse as to why that court order was necessary. Because the harassment, we asked for an undertaking, we were given an undertaking, and a week later, the prosecutor said, no, I'm not honoring that undertaking, I'm going to arrest your client again. So then we went to court. And in fact, we didn't ask for that court order. What we asked for was that for any alleged offense that took place prior to, and I think the date was 1st of June 2016, for any alleged offense prior to the 1st of June 2016, I not be arrested at all, but I be brought to court with a J175, which is a summons to attend court. And the prosecutor made it clear that no, he'll arrest when he feels like it. Now, that's contrary to prosecution policy. It's contrary to the rules, and it's contrary to the Constitution, because arrest is the last means to get a person to court. You can summons a person to come to court. Now, why would you arrest a person except, and by the way, there's 2 DPCI judge reports as part of my bundle. And in those DPCI judge reports, the second DPCI judge report, which they took 3 years to investigate, they found, and it's in my statement, they found that the conduct against me was a massive violation of my constitutional rights. And if you look at the letters from the prosecutors, they made it clear that the intention was to arrest at any cost. Okay. So there was clearly a conspiracy to shut down the corruption investigations we were busy with.
Okay. So, Mr. O'Sullivan, you do agree, though, that there's now the special dispensation that is created for you and arguably you alone. What do you intend to do in these 48 hours that you must be given notice before you're arrested?
Prepare bail application so that they can't do what they did last time, which is to drag me off to a police station, tell my lawyers I'm at another police station, and then hide me and put me in a place where they can torture me. And that's what they did for 3 days and nights.
So given that Mr. Mhlukumeza, Mr. Pashlani, and all of them are no longer in the system, would you be looking at getting that order revoked? Would you have any objections to having it revoked?
Well, given the conduct of the police right now, I would absolutely object to it. By the way, the police launched an application to set it aside and they lost. Okay. So the reality, and let me explain to you why they lost, Chairman. They lost because they weren't able to prove that their conduct was lawful. So you cannot have police deciding, let's punish this guy by arresting him on a Friday afternoon and keeping him until Monday. And while we keep him, we'll hide him somewhere. No, that's what the apartheid police were doing.
Okay. Mr. O'Sullivan, sorry, my last